So you're thinking about moving to Hagersville, Ontario, but before you call this place home, you need to know about the different pros and cons, the real estate, the parks, the schools, the local businesses, and more to determine if this small town is right for you and your family. And that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. Now, this small town of Hagersville only has a population in 2021 of 3,059 people and is just located a little bit southwest of Brantford and Hamilton, Ontario. As in total, it's about a 30-minute drive to Hamilton, a 30-minute drive to Brantford, as well as a 20-minute drive to Port Dover and about an hour-and-a-half drive into Toronto. Now, how the real estate breaks down in Hagersville is it's primarily detached homes, as that was 82% of the sales in the past 12 months. And here, you're going to find some original homes that were built in the early 1900s close to the city center. You'll find some newer detached homes really built from the early 2000s up until the 2020s. Then you will find a small selection of townhomes to choose from, as this made up 6% of the sales in the past 12 months, typically built around 2010. Then you will find a few different condo buildings throughout, including one brand new building in 2022, which resulted in 12% of the sales that have happened in Hagersville. Now, if we look at the median sold prices for each of them, we can see that the detached median sold price was $777,000. The median townhome sold price was $470,000, and the median condo sold price was $437,000. And as you can see on this chart here, with the number of homes sold in each price categories, as you can see, the vast majority are detached homes, really selling anywhere from that $700,000 to $900,000 mark. However, you'll find a couple above and a couple below as well. So if you're new here and want to learn everything about what it's like living in Hagersville, Caledonia, Brantford, Hamilton, and these surrounding cities, my name's Matthew, the founding realtor of the Living in Hamilton channel and team, and for the past couple of years have been helping people just like yourselves relocate here and buy a home. So regardless if you're 6 months out or 60 days out, send me and my team a message today. We'd be happy to help you out. But the next thing you need to know before moving to Hagersville is the shopping options, as you're going to be noticing two major areas to find shopping in Hagersville, and they're going to be on Highway 6, otherwise known as Main Street, or King Street, otherwise known as County Road. These two streets here are the main streets that are going to run throughout Hagersville, and you're going to find a lot of basic amenities here. However, Hagersville is a small town, so oftentimes to get the rest of your amenities, you are going to have to be traveling to Brantford or Hamilton. As within Hagersville, you're going to find a Foodland, a Giant Tiger, a No Frills, as well as a Home Hardware, an IDA Pharmacy, as well as your classics Tim Hortons, LCBO, and beer store. Now, a couple of local gems you'll need to try when living in Hagersville is the Hwitt Dairy Farm. This is perhaps the most notable local gem throughout Hagersville, as you can grab dinner or, more famously, enjoy their amazing ice cream. But you'll also find Main 88 Bar and Grill to grab some amazing pizza, wings, or a poutine. You'll also need to check out the Plank Road Taps and Grill for some friendly service, cold beer, and amazing burgers. Or go check out the Princess Submarine for that classic sub, but also they have a variety of burgers, wings, and fish and chips for you to choose. And then one last local gem I'll quickly shout out is the Special Touch Flowers to pick up some flowers on a special occasion. Then in Hagersville, you're going to be also noticing lots of different parks and community centers to enjoy. Some of the more notable ones would be the Grant Kent Memorial Kinsman Park, which has 3 baseball diamonds, as well as a playground, a pavilion with some picnic tables, as well as the Hagersville Memorial Arena, which if your kids are in hockey, you're going to be spending a lot of time at this ice rink here. Then the other park you'll need to check out is Sergeant Andrew Harnett Memorial Park, that has an outdoor pool perfect for any summer days, as well as a splash pad and playground, and then a few different tennis and pickleball courts, as well as a basketball court. Now, one of the things that is a staple within the Hagersville community is the local events and festivals, as you're going to find the Hagersville Rocks, which is a great time in Grant Kent Park to enjoy some outdoor music, or also the Hagersville Summer End Festival, a free one-day event with inflatable play areas, crafts for the kids, as well as a horse-drawn wagon ride and more live entertainment. And then you'll also find the Mississaugas of Credit First Nations hosting a variety of events and workshops and cultural celebrations throughout it. And this is because Hagersville is right beside the Credit First Nations Indigenous region. Then one other benefit of living in Hagersville is the amazing farmers market and local farms you're going to have access to, as you're going to find the Hagersville Farmers Market happening every Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 12 starting in May and going until October in their market square, where you can pick up the freshest fruits, veggies, baked goods, some local handmade goods, and more. And since you are surrounded by a variety of farm fields on all sides of Hagersville, you're going to find many other local farms you can visit throughout the week. Then in terms of schools within Hagersville, you're going to find 2 different elementary schools, with it being the Hagersville Public Elementary School as well as the St. Mary's Catholic Elementary School. And then in terms of high schools, you're going to find the Hagersville Public High School located in Hagersville. However, there are no Catholic high schools in Hagersville. Instead, your kids, if you want them to go to Catholic high school, will be just a short bus ride away in the Simcoe community at the Holy Trinity Catholic High School. Then in terms of the hospital and healthcare services you're going to be finding in Hagersville, you'll find the West Hamilton General Hospital for all your basic medical needs within the town. However, oftentimes if you want more access to more healthcare, you're just a short drive away from Hamilton and all of its amazing healthcare it has to offer its residents and surrounding towns. Then another benefit of living in Hagersville is the amazing golfing that you're going to be finding here. As here you're going to find the Mont Hill Golf and Country Club, which offers 3 unique 9-hole golf courses where you're able to mix and match, as well as the Sandusks Golf Club offering 18 holes. Now, one of the downsides of living in Hagersville, and that's going to go for any small town, so Hagersville is not exclusive in this, and that is the limited amount of employment options here. Because it is a small town, it doesn't offer much employment options. You're going to find a few family offices as well as a few shops and restaurants they can be employed at. However, the vast majority of residents in Hagersville are going to be commuting outside of Hagersville for work, or they're going to be working from home. Then another downside that comes with that small town charm is the limited public transit, as right now there's really no bus to get around this small town. However, you will find one bus that is accessing Hamilton, as there's 3 round trips Monday through Friday that connect Hagersville to Hamilton for a one-way fare of $10. Then one of the benefits of living in Hagersville, because of that small town charm, is the safety. It's a very small and close-knit community, and as a result, the crime rate is quite low in Hagersville, according to Statistics Canada. Then one other thing you will want to know before moving to Hagersville is the Hagersville Auction Center, which was established back in 1960 and offers a wide variety of merchandise, anything from livestock to antique goods. It's an absolute fun thing for you to do on the weekend if you want to have a true Hagersville experience. Then one of the cons, or at least one of the things you definitely should be noticing about living in Hagersville, is the quarry. And it's really not much of a con because it's a closed quarry right now since 2006. However, with that said, it could reopen, as there's been multiple proposals in the past that have petitioned to reopen it. So just something to be aware of before you move here. Then the last thing you want to know about Hagersville, I've already kind of mentioned in the video, but I'll make it more clear, is you're right beside the Mississauga of Credit's First Nation Reserve. So it's just west of Hagersville, so we're going to find this reserve here. And it's basically what you drive through to get to the rest of Brantford. So if you want to learn more about what the real estate options are in Hagersville, send me and my team a message today. But if you're looking for another small community that offers a bit more amenities, a bit closer drive to Hamilton and Brantford, the next video I'd recommend you go take a look at is my video breaking down everything you need to know before moving to Caledonia. So you can find that video right here. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.